Hey everybody, so it's May, and here in Idaho that always means hound hunting. And so we got out third day of season and we found ourselves an unfortunate bear to go and harass. So when you're hunting with hounds, you just drive until they smell a bear, and when they smell it, they'll all blow up barking like crazy. And so we didn't really have to drive all that long before we finally had a just nice blow-up strike.
That sounds really good.
Hey. Definitely seems kind of cold, but some of them bailed over the hill and they just let out a little bit of mouth. Yeah, you can kind of see them going. Yeah. It looks pretty good. And now they all shut up again. So yeah, they sounded really good down over the hill for a bit. So we dumped everything and then they just got really quiet. And so we were like, okay, so it's a colder track. And we seen they were gonna cross the road up in front of us a little ways. So we drove up there and we started to catch them as they were crossing, and one of the dogs, I don't even remember which one, she got past us and got up the hill, and then pretty soon she started to put out some mouth up there. And so we dropped everything else, they went up there, and they didn't really pack in real nice, so they're still cold trailing, but we figured we'd give them time because they were working it and it seemed like it was getting fresher on us.
884 yards away going up the hill, and you're here running around.
They lined out good on that thing?
No.
No, not really. Oh well. At least we're chasing something.
Dolly and
Yeah, who's that way out front?
That's Natty.
So they're lining out somewhat decent.
Well, they're
Natty
going.
is so fast.
Sat there and watched them on the GPSs for a while, and pretty soon they all started to pack in real nice, so we drove up the road again to where we could hear real nice, and they were barking really, really nice up there.
Well, it sounds like they're lined out good. We're heading up to another corner we can listen from and watch our GPSs. If that bear decides he's going to cross the road, we'll usually cut up there and see if we can cut him off or see it cross the road. Sometimes if you beat him to the road first, he'll just pop right up a tree.
There's Hooch.
Yeah.
Who is that who's whining?
I think that's Rocky. It's a weird bark.
Sounds like a coyote.
We got dogs strung out.
Are they? Is the track still cold or is it fresh?
No, they're running it hard there. Maud's way out there. She was the first one. She was the first dog coming by. I could hear her.
She's like,
Natty's
not leading that. Natty's not leading that.
Mm-mm.
she's probably like,
100 yards of where we treated that bear a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And then loop back around the highway and see and we're going to turn around and go back this way.
So they're crossing back behind the house, you said?
Yeah, we got to get there. We're on a time schedule.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the puppies got spun out and Dad chipped Estian off to get him. And that bear did some loop-de-doops and started to cut back around behind us. So Dad and the rest of us, we all went back. We backtracked on the road to where they were going to cross and tried to get there first, but we showed up just a smidgen late.
Dump those dogs out.
Where'd they cross at?
There, that's just tiny. A bunch of them got all spun out. Most of our dogs are out there in that canyon on the bear. You've seen the track, I mean, it was just a little dinker. Its paw and everything smaller than its fist. Easy. Yeah, puppies aren't sure what they're here for. And now they're just running around. We got some dogs that fell way behind. But most of them are still on it. With how small he is, he might just run and run and run and wear everything out. We'll see. He might tree. Hopefully he trees. I kind of wanted to see one up the tree.
I hope it trees too. It's gotta stop somewhere. Oh, it doesn't have to.
Yeah? I don't know. There's that one out the other side of town. He just runs and runs and runs. Are all those puppies still backtracking?
We got a dog. Oh, it must be Tan coming behind us with a dog.
Yeah. You should have two.
Well, I think he's got Rocky.
Yeah, so Tan showed up with some puppies that had gotten spun out. And him and Dad, they talked and we watched the dogs on the GPSs, and that bear just kept heading for this drainage. And so Dad went back to pick up some more dogs that had gotten spun out. And Tan and me and everybody else, we all went over there to that drainage, try to cut that thing off before it got to the highway, because having your hounds out on the highway is never a good gig. We try to avoid that as best we can.
I don't think I've ever had one run over there before. Because they don't like crossing through the clear cuts, because it's all wide open. So they always bounce around them. And if it goes too much further down that way, there's a big clear cut, so it has to try coming this way. Like there's a little bit of timber that kind of connects the two highways, but I don't think it would go across there.
Year before last, we had a little bear. We pressured him so hard he ran right across the clear cut.
That'd be cool. I don't think it's being pressured that hard.
That'd be cool to see.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Maud is like 100 yards ahead of everybody else.
They're all slackers.
Where's Natty in there?
Back behind with all the other dogs.
She's getting worn out.
Now it looks like
If it goes up over the ridge, there's enough reprod out to the highway. I wouldn't put it past it crossing there. Hopefully it stays on this side.
I think we need to go down over that way.
Alright. Back out onto the highway?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got out there like right next to the highway. We were on this road that's just 100 yards from it. We were waiting, watching the dogs on the GPSs, and we figured once they got in there real close, we were going to try to run right to where they'd be crossing and hopefully turn that bear back around.
That's what I think. Can you hear them?
No.
They're up here.
I think they're edging closer towards that direction.
Come on, help these dogs. say it beat us to the corner.
Yeah, so luckily they crossed the highway real nice and clean, and they all just kept burning right out the other side. There was a couple puppies, again, that got spun out, and so we picked them up off the highway. But luckily there wasn't hardly any traffic.
Well, they crossed the highway despite us trying to turn them and everything. They crossed, we caught our puppies because they were getting worn out. A bunch of our old dogs got worn out. Now we're just trying to catch back up to them all. It looks like we went too far. Must be crossing this road right behind us. This little bear, he can run.
We're dropping them all again?
We gotta get back down to the highway.
Grand.
Boy,
Is it right there?
that's what I want to know.
Was he like sitting there watching us?
It sounded like they were looking at it for a second.
Still sounds like they're looking at it just about. They heading back down there to the highway?
Yeah.
That one dog. Is that Ring? No, it's not Ringo.
The one that's putting out all that mouth? That puppy, it was ready to go back with him. It was trying to get out through the sides. Hope his brakes are working.
Yeah, they're going that way now.
Oh, we just dumped everything right here. They were looking at it. Yeah, everything's there. Ringo's over here.
Ringo, ever so smart.
Well, they're gonna run Ringo over.
Oh, that's good for him.
So they were sounding really good, and they weren't going back to the highway. They were just kind of going right down the road, just about 100 yards off of it. So we were just standing there watching them on the GPS and talking. And Dad started talking about some of the bear hunting we did last year up in that area.
We have a pile of dogs in there, and all of a sudden all these dogs just start shooting out this into the culvert, because that culvert was only about that big, and he was just backing up, and they were just chewing on it. It was just like he was pushing a big old cork right out. Did
he come on out?
He came right on out. Yeah. We grabbed all the dogs.
Did y'all let him go?
Yeah.
How big a culvert was it?
It wasn't very big. It
Oh,
wasn't a
so it's
very
a little
big
bear?
bear, yeah. But they were just in there just chewing on him.
They're not heading back to the highway again, are they?
Yeah.
Let's go see if it's treed. The other is sitting there.
It's that road right next to him does exist.
What road? I don't even see a road. Let's get up there.
Maybe they are.
Oh yeah! Run in, little stinker. think we wore him out. He went a long ways.
He did. Good dude.
Look at him panting. That is a tiny tree.
Lyndon, go get us a bunch of leashes.
That thing's really breathing up there. He's really huffing and puffing.
Yeah, he is.
Yep, so we pulled the dogs back, and as we were walking out, that bear, he decided he was going to hop out of the tree before we were even out of sight. And he was in such a hurry to get out, he didn't care. Just as long as he got out of there, he came out really clumsy. That was a rough way to get out.
Did you see that? He just screamed out.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
If you hadn't roaded these dogs, we wouldn't have caught either one of these bears yesterday or today.
Get the bear coming out of the tree.
Yeah, I got him coming out of the tree.
Good.
That was Goofy the last. He's like, I don't even care. I just went out.
That's what you call a good hound hunt there. Treat it and let it go. I don't care if I ever kill another bear. I just want to run the
Catch and
dogs.
release.
Yeah, catch and release. Oh no, yeah, that's what it is. I'm glad you got to get in on a good race. If it, a big bear, a big bear beat up.
Yep, well that ended that bear hunt. That was all kinds of fun, and that was flat out hilarious watching the bear come out of the tree. But we'll definitely be going out some more, because hound hunting is like one of our favorite things to do. So, I guess I'll see you guys next time.